are jobless. This is what is hurting us even as we go to the constituencies, to find young graduates idling in marketplaces or wherever, jobless. Sincerely, as a house, we must rise to the occasion. We must now legislate in a manner that is going to assist our youths get more jobs. We have more investors coming in. We have more people putting down their money so that young people can actually get jobs. The trickle-down effect is what we are talking about, such that we do not always rely on money coming from the top. We now have to build the base so that we move upwards, the bottom up, as opposed to the trickle-down effect. Let us also become savers. We were told it's not a question of just consuming everything we get. And let that saving be commensurate to what we are earning, such that when you go to NSSF, your contribution cannot, you as members of parliament, you cannot contribute the same amount with the P1 teacher who has just been employed. Let it be commensurate so that we are able to save and we can borrow from those savings. The NHIF, which is very important, universal health care for every Kenyan, we must also contribute to it proportionately. There is no point of you contributing little money to take care of your family alone, when actually we know for sure you earn much more than the people we have up country. Let us pay enough for our family and a bigger number for our constituents, so that eventually, possibly at the end of 5 years, we have every Kenyan covered by NHIF, and they are able to walk into hospitals, walk out when they are properly treated. The housing project, which is part of the Big Four agenda that was collapsed because of various political reasons, now becomes the pet topic of our president. We must give him the legislative legal framework on which he can actually ensure that even those who live in the slums, in areas that are not very habitable, including those who live in deplorable state in our constituencies, are given better housing. Let us talk about infrastructure, because as I've said, my constituency, Tharaka, needs roads. We have numerous historic projects in Tharaka Nithi County, like every other part of the country. We need all these infrastructural development projects revived, completed, so that Kenyans can also enjoy development like the rest of the world. Electricity, he actually made a point on this, because there are many of the rural areas, including my constituency again, and my county, where the percentages are too low. Tharaka constituency possibly is at 30%. Gatundu South, Gatundu North may be at 100%. Let's move the money that is meant for those who are in 100% constituencies to those that are actually behind. This is what is called equalization, and we should not be shy to say these things, because some areas in the country are more developed than other areas, as a result of which we are lagging behind. The president is the symbol of unity. We have said so. Let's embrace him. Let's support his legislative agenda. Let us support his budgetary plans, whatever comes, for as long as it is geared towards assisting Kenyans, so that Kenyans can live better lives. Kenyans, even our counties, can actually develop. We can collect more money. We can do whatever is good for the country. I have heard it said we may not have spoken, he may not have spoken much about corruption. Corruption, in as much as the monster in this country, does not require songs day in, day out. Sometimes the more you talk about corruption, the more we think that you may be actually trying to shield ourselves, to shield our eyes from hearing this. So it's going to be part and parcel of the agenda. Let me congratulate His Excellency, the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, because he's also a hands-on man. He has promised to assist the President deliver on the agenda, and we are looking towards this. Let me also thank His Excellency, the President, for he has done, or he has actually given us a historical event by appointing one of our own from Tharaka Nithi County, from Tharaka constituency, Professor Kithure Kindiki. Thank you for that. We have never had a cabinet minister, a cabinet secretary before, but now we have one. Thank you, Your Excellency. We know Professor Kindiki